My life sucks, everything is a mess, and Sherlock Holmes is worse than ever. Okay. I know that last time we spoke, everything was fantastic, but let me tell you, good things do not last forever. First of all, you know that position I scored at U of T? Well, it's awesome, but it's all-consuming. I've never worked a 169-hour work week before. Not that I'm complaining, because I love it. I would just love it more if everything in my life revolved around it the way my professor seems to think that it does. Matt, you're never getting your OSAT back. I'm sorry. James, it's not going to be picking up the phone to tell me that kills you. And finally, Sherlock, my dear, step away from the petri dishes for 5 minutes, take a breath, and stop. Please. Thank you. Okay. Jane, your timing is perfect. You caught me just at the moment of crisis. Sherlock, I don't have time. It'll take 2 seconds, just like Thomas. What am I looking at?
If this litmus paper here turns red, it'll mean someone's life.
Someone's life? What do you mean? They'll die? How?
I don't know. I've been commissioned to ensure his death, not enact it.
By the police?
Not really.
Not really the police. Sherlock, we've talked about this.
How about the problem is I've not done anything illegal on my own.
Oh, so you're not physically committing crimes anymore, you're just facilitating them?
Well,
Still illegal.
I haven't been arrested.
Doesn't make it right.
It doesn't make it wrong either. Jane, I'm going crazy. You don't know what it's like. You're content to be mediocre all the time. But my mind races and I need work to occupy it. My life is just one long effort to escape the everyday tedium of existence. I need this. I need them and they need me. The criminal classes are boring without me. I mean, just last week I finalized the plans on a triple branch bank robbery that'll occur simultaneously in London, New York, and Dubai at 2 p.m. today. Tell me that's not impressive.
Wow. Car theft last month, international bank robbery this month. Bit of a leap, isn't it?
I have ambition to feed.
Sherlock, has it ever occurred to you that society might be better served by you solving crimes as opposed to masterminding them?
I am serving society. I'm creating jobs and I'm keeping it interesting.
And aiding in the murder of an innocent bystander.
There's no such thing as an innocent bystander.
I know you're being deliberately obtuse.
If I am, someone has to pay the rent.
I'm not getting into this now. I'm late. I have to go to school. We can talk about this later.
When? When you get home? I'm gonna hold my breath. I'd die if I tried to for so long.
You wouldn't even you'd pass out first. Sorry I'm late, Professor. My roommate was being absolutely ridiculous this morning.
Jane, you're just in time. I just received the results from the preliminary trials on the antibiotic we sent in a few weeks ago.
And?
Well, not only is the test proven to be up to 3 times more effective in treating MRSA, it says here that it's highly unlikely to become ineffective over time.
Is it viable?
Well, why don't you take a look for yourself if my word isn't good enough for you?
It's not that I don't trust you. It's just that this is huge. This could save thousands of lives.
Man, let's not get ahead of ourselves just yet, Jane.
I'm not ahead of myself. This is amazing. I hope you're ready for the fame. Lots of interviews, magazine spreads, hot babes.
Should I warn my wife?
Maybe. It's funny. It's not quite her style, but Sherlock would love this.
Is she interested in medicine?
No, more chemistry, I think, but she would be more likely to arm MRSA than cure it.
Is this new impossibility?
No, she wouldn't. I mean, she's too smart to be stupid enough to do something as incredibly evil as that. She's not afraid of getting her hands dirty, though. In fact, she kind of loves it.
What do you mean, Jane?
Nothing. She's just very precocious.
Precocious. And smart. And ambitious. Sounds like someone I know.
You left out morally bankrupt, socially ignorant, and possibly insane.
Everyone stands on the threshold of evil, Jane. Sherlock just knocks on the door. Doesn't mean she won't surprise you.
She does that continually.
You can always come to me if you're feeling stuck. You don't have to do it all on your own, you know.
Thank you. I do forget sometimes. But I think Sherlock's days of getting into trouble are numbered.
Constable Hopkins.
Hi, Miss Holmes.
Sherlock. Jane's not here. Did you want to come in, or are you going to admire the architecture for a while longer? Actually, Constable, ignore me. You should come in. Have a drink.
What?
Yeah, just a quick one. Come on.
It's good to see you outside of the station. I mean, outside of work. My work.
Yeah.
Thanks for the water.
Yeah.
Staying out of trouble.
Thanks to you.
Welcome. But speaking of, has the court date been set for the car thing?
Oh, yeah, it's been taken care of.
Already?
Yeah, my sister Mycroft, she took care of the whole thing.
She took care of it?
Yes. But don't you worry your pretty little head, Constable. My sister's conditions of release are far more tedious than any prison sentence ever could be. And drink. Jane will be home soon.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, so what's new at work?
You know, I can't tell you anything pertaining to any ongoing investigations. You concerned about something in particular, Sherlock?
No, I'd know if you were on to me.
Oh. Is there something we should be worried about?
No, I just want to know how you're doing.
You do.
Do you want that in the form of a lyrical dance?
No, I'm just suspicious of you, always.
I'd be hurt by that if I wasn't so flattered.
Well, you know.
No, I don't.
Well, it's work. I mean, it's good work, and I love it, and I don't mean to complain.
But?
There's this rivalry between two of our DIs, like children running the department. It's crazy.
Oh, ouch.
I mean, it'd be fine if it didn't tend to impede investigations, but they withhold information from one another, which makes things difficult.
And they've not been censured.
Oh, they have. They've gotten slaps on the wrist, but the thing is, they're senior and they're both good investigators. They're each other's only blind spots, so, you know, rock in the hard place.
But it sucks for you.
Pretty much. Oh, we've won a case now. I shouldn't say anything.
Oh, no, you shouldn't.
But it's a mess. A real mess.
I'm sure.
And it's gone international now. Apparently we're taking on a couple FBI agents next week. We're gonna look like idiots.
I'm sure it's not that bad.
You have no idea.
Tell me about it. Oh, congratulations.
You changed the locks?
Yeah, I just broke a pin in the other one, but I got something really cool.
Was it the severed head of the
No,
man?
come on, come on. I've been investigating, and I made a bit of a mess, but you can clean that up later for me if you're feeling up to it.
Have you been doing this since I left?
No, Hopkins came by for a bit.
Stan, shit! I was supposed to call him. We're going out tonight. Wait. Hopkins was here? Are you in trouble? What did you do?
No, he kept me out of trouble, actually.
What do you mean?
The bank robbery.
You used him as your alibi?
Well, I couldn't have been in Dubai if I was here having tea with a constable of the law, now could I?
Aside from the morally questionable use of law enforcement, you made tea?
No, I gave him water and he told me about work.
So these station floor plans, these biographies, Hopkins told you all of this?
He didn't mean to.
Oh, you old
Well,
charmer.
at least I didn't poison him.
So what are you planning on doing with all of this?
Good thing, Stan, you'll like it. I'm gonna find the blue diamond of Morcar.
The what?
The big blue jewel.
Okay, I know what a diamond is, thanks, but why are you interested in it?
It's vanished. Missing from the ROM, coincidentally the day that a Hollywood film crew wrapped shooting there.
Ooh, I bet they took it.
Well, naturally the whole crew is under suspicion, including mine.
So you want to find it. How?
Bricks from Clay Jane from the ground up. Obviously, it's an impossibility that a ROM employee stole it, but that's unlikely. Much more likely is that a member of the Cashta crew did indeed steal it, and a local one at that, because you need someone to fence it and quick. Not someone prominent, because this has already jeopardized a whole bunch of careers, and I've got a list here, and I'm just going through it now, trying to figure out what's going on.
Who's in? Is it a big film?
Mm-hmm.
Who's in it?
Well, the characters, I'm afraid.
Oh, Tommy Morrison.
Who?
Tommy Morrison. He's the lead.
Who's Tommy Morrison?
He's a massive star. There was a huge controversy surrounding him a couple of years ago.
Controversy.
Yeah, he's big into eating greener, cleaner, something. Anyway, he said something about His kid's not eating bread and getting hunger pains, and everybody freaked out about anorexia and child abuse.
How long ago was this?
Maybe 3 years ago. Nothing came out of it though. It was just hype.
Right.
Why? What are you thinking?
That you're a genius.
What do you mean?
Jane, check this out.
What?
He's on the list.
Who?
Gareth Farley Craft Services. Jane,
Okay.
what do you know about the marking patterns of Answer domesticus?
What?
The domestic goose.
Okay, now I'm worried about your imagination. You seem to have left it run completely wild. I'm going to call Stan and see if he has a friend.
What for?
For you, you're coming out with us tonight. You need a date.
Perfect. Give me 10 minutes, I can pick the restaurant.
I was surprised, but Sherlock turned out to be a wonderful host. No worries, Jane.
Well, I'm not sure I believe you, but thank you for saying so anyway.
So tell me more about your professor. I mean, I feel like I've not seen you in weeks. Is he keeping you on your toes?
Well, you haven't seen me because Sherlock hasn't been arrested. But he's really great.
Really?
So, Rex, Stan tells me you're getting your PhD. What in?
Veterinary medicine.
You would be.
What does that mean?
Nothing. She just thinks you'd be suited to it.
No, I don't. I'm just saying that someone so obviously named for his family's dead dog and with an absent father would naturally allow himself to be bullied into pursuing a career that caters to his mother's need to live vicariously. It's not that unusual.
What did you just say?
This isn't gonna work. I'll see you later, Jane.
She'll be back.
No, I won't. Have fun. Be safe.
I just get the "it's not me, it's you" speech.
Yes, she does that. But now you boys have my full attention. Anybody have any fun ideas? Pro tip. If you want to have a good night, I mean a really good night, invite Sherlock Holmes with you on all dates. You'll get to have her cake and eat it too. And the night with ice cream. I hope this is ice cream.
Jane! Up! You've had the requisite 6.5 hours of sleep. Sugar, grease, and painkillers. Thought you might need them.
You went to KFC for me?
Not really. I made it myself.
I might kiss you.
I'd rather you didn't.
Oh my god, Sherlock, this is incredible. I didn't know that you could cook.
There's a fair amount of trial and error involved. The stove might need a bit of a scrub down if you're feeling up to it later.
Yes, you have to clean up. This was very thoughtful of you.
Not at all.
You mean that, don't you, Sherlock? Sherlock, what am I eating?
You'll
Sherlock, what's in this?
see. I found it.
Where did you find it?
It was you, Jane. You remember the Morrison controversy?
Mm.
Well, that was exactly it. Tommy Morrison is a very vocal supporter of eating clean and eating local. And Tommy Morrison, who is in considerable demand, demands a considerable salary, and no doubt has considerable stipulations in his contract, surely continues to eat that way on set.
Sure.
Well, it's just it. He does. Luckily for him, the on-set caterer is a native Torontonian whose family owns a locally sourced restaurant that raises a small brood of poultry on the side. What a coincidence that we happened to visit it last night.
So you're saying that Farley, or whatever, stole the diamond and hid it in a bird?
A goose.
That's the dumbest crime I've ever heard of.
A goose, actually, and it has the echoes of intelligence. Distant echoes, but
Okay,
still.
a goose. How did you even know it would be this goose?
With the distinct barred markings on its tail feathers. In a commercial flock of hundreds, it'd be impossible to keep track of one goose, but in a small, privately owned flock, the smallest variation in patterning would be instantly recognizable to the owners. Had things gone as planned, the thief could have returned to his cousin, located the bird, retrieved the jewel, and left no one the wiser.
But that's not what happened.
No. The bird swallowed the jewel, matured, was dispatched, and sent to the kitchens, which is where, with the help of some friendly kitchen staff, I located it last night.
You ditched us for geese.
I wasn't about to let the opportunity for discovering the Morcar diamond pass me by in order to aid in the continuation of tedious dinner-time conversation, now was I?
So how did you know it would be there?
Well, the front doors had been mildly vandalized. Someone had obviously tried to break in, but really didn't want anybody to know.
So, Sherlock, are you telling me that without breaking any laws, damaging any property, or threatening any lives, you voluntarily solved a crime?
Yes. And Jane, You're right. It was amazing. The thrill of unraveling a mystery far outweighs that of creating one. I want to do this again.
Sherlock, that's brilliant. Let me call Stan. He's gonna be ecstatic.
What? No, I'm not retained by the police to rectify their mistakes.
Sherlock, this isn't finders keepers.
Jane, I'm confused. I do something exactly as you asked me to, wholly within the confines of the law. No one, not even the thief, is harmed, and I'm in the wrong because I want a reward for my work.
Sherlock, you don't deserve a reward for being decent. This isn't a hard concept. It's pretty fucking straightforward, actually. There's good and there's bad, and you turn in the diamond and the crooks because it's the right thing to do.
So being decent means doing what you're told? Well, FYI, between your starkly clinical concepts of black and white, there's a whole lot of gray. That's where I operate, and frankly, Jane Watson, that's life.
You know, it's a gift. It really is, to make me feel both absurdly proud and completely disgusted within the space of 20 seconds. And who should possess this gift in the highest degree but the most absurdly gifted among us? Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen, Sherlock fucking Holmes. Now, unfortunately, I don't have the luxury of knowing you guys the way that you know me, but I'm going to assume that most of you agree that the glorious principle of finders keepers should remain unquestioned even until the end of time. It is not your right to decide who deserves what, not in regards to people, and certainly not in regards to property. And moral compulsion should be enough to induce you to be a good fucking person. Be kind, be generous, be responsible. The world is black and white, and it is only the selfish who see an escape in the shades of gray. I thought you might be interested by what I read in the news this morning.
What?
It seems as though Mr. Farley has been arrested on the suspicion of stealing the Morcar diamond.
That was fast.
Yes, it was. I wonder how the police got their tip.
Probably anonymously.
Well, looks like they got a lucky break this time.
They did indeed.
Thank you, Sherlock.
It was no big deal. It was elementary, actually.
Elementary, you mean?
Punning.
I am. Now, we should celebrate. Ice cream in the AGO, on me.
Why?
You deserve a treat.
I thought I didn't deserve anything.
Okay, pouty pants, you can pay, but don't even pretend you don't want to go.
I'll grab my bag.
Okay, great. Just one sec. Hello? Oh, hi. Yeah. Right, okay. Let me just call you back, okay?
That was your professor.
Yeah.
You should go.
Are you sure?
Well,
We just made plans.
called in sick yesterday, and the AGO is always there. But you only make history once. Go.
Okay, fine. Fine. But I'm gonna get home and we're gonna watch X-Files, okay? I'll wait up.